My name is Stella Adigwe. It's a pleasure being in your midst today. I want to thank the leaders and the admin of this esteemed group for the opportunity to be in your midst and to speak with you concerning something that I hold very dear to my heart. Over the years, I came out of school, went into paid employment and worked for a few years. And at the end of my work life, when I decided I did not want paid employment anymore, I realized something that got me thinking and got me into reading and studying and researching. I realized that a lot of people, a lot of us, after our schooling and our work life, at the end of that period when we should say, okay, I'm no more either in paid employment or I'm no more in a business, I want to now retire, kind of, we find that looking back at our lives at that point, we have not actually built the life that we dreamed of building when we were growing up, when we were babies, when we were young teenagers. The life we dreamed of, that is not actually what we finally built. And I started thinking, why is that so? And in the process of it, I now came to the realization that what was missing is the fact that in that process of schooling, working, building a family, we were not concerning our finances and some other aspects of our lives. We are not actually building the systems that will take it beyond what our own physical ability will be able to do. And that is when I came to the realization that no matter what you are doing right now, either you are in business or you are in paid employment, you must be building a system that will outlive you, a system that will do much more than what your own physical ability will be able to do. And that brings me to what I call leverage. I'm sure a lot of us have heard that term. It applies to a lot of the aspects of our lives. But in terms of our finances, because I realize the fact that this group is a business group, so we're talking more about finances here. In terms of our finances, we must build a system where we are able to leverage on a lot more than what we can do personally. And that got me into network marketing. And I realized the fact that network marketing is actually one of the main business structure that you can actually build a system that will even cause you to even be earning more when you stop working than even when you are working. And the wonderful aspect of it is that it doesn't take you 10, 20, 30 years to build. Unlike your paid employment that you have to gradually move up over the years. It all depends on how serious you take it. You can actually achieve a whole lot in 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. It all depends on how much time you give to it. But in getting into network marketing, one needs to be very careful the organization you end up with, because the organization you end up with will determine to a large extent how far, what you are able to achieve with it. And in searching out a lot of companies and trying out one or two, I ended up with a company that has done so much for me, that has changed so many lives around me, that have enabled me to be able to impact even lives that I knew I would never have impacted if I never went into network marketing. So I'm going to introduce to you my company that is changing lives, that is going to make a difference in your own life if you will just give it a try. I'm here to introduce my company to you, the Long Reach Bioscience International, a multi-million-dollar manufacturing company situated in China, manufacturing for other global brands under the OEM/ODM manufacturing model. They manufacture for brands as big as your Estee Lauder, Tesco, Marks and Spencer, Avon. These are brands that are world-class, first-class brands all over the world. So a company that is manufacturing for these big brands will obviously be able to give you the kind of products that you desire. Healthy products, first-class products that you will love using. So you have nothing to lose getting involved in the long reach opportunity. And the compensation plan actually truly leads to the financial freedom that a lot of us seek for. What is the plan from Longreach? What is Longreach offering? Longreach says switch your brand to the amazing Longreach products and share profit with the company whenever you refer others to the Longreach opportunity, the Longreach products. And that is all. There are no monthly targets and there are no compulsory purchases. So you purchase as you use. Now think of it. This is like a gold mine in your home. Why? Because these are products that you must use every day. You must brush your teeth every day. You must take your bath with soap every day. You must shampoo your hair every day. So if you have a situation where this compulsory purchase, compulsory products that you must use becomes an income yielding asset for you, I think it's an opportunity to grab, because that tells you now that yes, you live your life normally, but your normal living of life is now building a financial, is now building an income for you. And then what are the benefits to you partnering with the Longreach opportunity? You have the weekly bonuses, which can run into 6 to 7 figures on a weekly basis. Yes, I need 7 figures on a weekly basis. You have the opportunity to go to the United States for an executive MBA when you get to the star director level. And I know a lot of us will desire to do that. Then you have a situation where you can actually go on all expense paid trip once, twice, 3 times, 4 times in a year. All depends on what you desire, how you build it and how you run it. Then by the time you get to the star director level, you are entitled to 25 million naira housing fund and become a director in this multinational company. And all you need is just 3 legs. You only need a maximum of 3 legs. 3 people under you, and your 3 have their 3 have their own 3, and that is how the organization builds. And the beautiful thing is that for everyone that comes under you, under your downlines, under their downlines, and so on, to infinity level, you earn from every one of them. No pressure, you grow at your own pace, no compulsory monthly purchases, no flushing of points because you went on a break. So that is why even when you have a challenge that you are not on top of your business for a while, your business keep growing. Why? Because you now have those under you who are still working, though you are not working, but you still keep earning. And then you have total well-being, because the products that you are using are healthy organic products that are healthy, that would guarantee your healthy living. And then my main reason for coming into the Longreach business, network marketing, yes, but why I chose Longreach is the fact that I saw an opportunity to build a legacy for my next generation. Because by the time you build your Longreach opportunity to the extent where you become probably a star director, I tell you, you have built something that even your grandchildren, your great-grandchildren will meet as long as the Longreach company continues. Why do I say that? Because nobody's going to flush your points out. Nobody's going to wipe off your account because you are no more. When you are no more, your heirs, your dependent, your descendants, they just take it over and they continue from where you stop. So imagine you working in a company for 20-25 years, you became an executive director, but when you retire, that is the end. When your son wants to start, your son starts from the beginning. But with the Longreach opportunity, when you finish, you get to the star director 1, star director 2, whatever level you get to, when you are no more, your heir just takes over and continue from where you stop and continue to rise. So it's actually building a legacy for your next generation. You actually build a life where your children and your grandchildren will not go lower than where you stop, because it is only going to get better. Look at some of the opportunities with Longreach. I say Longreach is is a family business. It's not a business that you build and build for yourself only. But the beautiful thing is that when you are building for yourself, you can create it in such a way that the effort you use to build for yourself actually builds for every member of your family. Yes, you have 10 children, have 4 children, have 5 children, your wife, your husband, whoever you have that is related to you, you can actually place them under you in such a way that the effort you use to build yourself builds all of them, and everybody is moving. Look at this picture. It's looking at a husband and a wife. Both of them just earned 10 million naira each car fund, and they are not using separate effort. It is the same one work to build the husband that is also pushing the wife forward. And beautiful thing again is they qualified for the 3.5 million car award. They qualified for the social university, a 4-year degree program that they can either attend or give it to their children or whoever they want to. This is a mother who won the 10 million naira car fund for 2018, and her beautiful daughter also won with her. So the daughter and the mother, 10 million naira, 3.5 million naira. So this girl is not too young to be wealthy. She's already wealthy. So that is what you can do for your children, your grandchildren, to the extent that when you are going, they will say, indeed, Mama built for us, and we can never be smaller. Look at this little boy, a boy of less than 12 years, already a staff director, and getting his housing fund of 25 million naira. Will this boy ever be poor again? Because at the age of 10, 11, 12, he already has 25 million naira, and I'm very sure the parents will invest it properly for him. This guy is already flying high. This is another couple, and can I tell you the story of this couple? What they did is their weekly bonuses. I didn't say the incentives or any other thing. The weekly bonuses they get, what did they do? They kept it aside and started building with it. And I tell you, they built these wonderful edifices that you are seeing here with just their weekly bonuses. Who does that? This is a family of 6, and everybody's building, and it doesn't take the children going out to build themselves. It takes just whatever the daddy and the mommy are doing to build themselves. The children are building up also, and they all won the China trip, they won the car funds, and look, it is a beautiful opportunity to build a family to build a standard for your family that you can actually be proud of at the end of the day. This is a family of 5. All of them won the Greece trip, and if they want to go, they're on their way. If they don't want to go, they just tell the company, no, we don't want to travel, and it will be converted to naira for them, and their accounts will be credited. Who does that? This is the same family. All of them won the China trip. I'm very sure a lot of us will be like, oh God, if I had started this earlier on, because that is the truth. That is what I also told myself. If only I have started earlier on. And the reason why I asked myself if I had started this earlier, it would have been more wonderful, is the fact that if I had continued in the path that I was walking on before, after working for 30 years, what would life have actually been? What would my pension have been? What would my income after 30, 40 years have been when I'm now not too strong enough to work anymore? And then how many lives will I have been able to impact even after 30 years? But with the long reach opportunity, with just 2 years I have spent in the business, I have impacted a whole lot, much more than I impacted even in my 14 years of banking work. That is it. So look at yourself today. Ask yourself, in the next 2 years, in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years, how many lives would I have changed because I am doing what I love doing? That is the opportunity I'm bringing to you. Get on board on a platform that will enable you change so many lives, impact so many lives, and bring them to the place where you would have loved to be. And it is about helping others achieve their dreams, and in the process you also achieve your dreams. And what does it take? It doesn't take much. It all takes you using the product. You find it wonderful, you share with somebody, you tell somebody about the product, and as they also join you to use the product, you get your amazing reward. And as they also tell others to use the amazing product, they get their own rewards. And that is just the way it goes. And how do we earn in Long Reach? We are paid in seven different ways. We have the performance bonus, the development bonus, the leadership bonus, the repeat order bonuses, the platinum VIP incentive. That is a lot. Then we have the worldwide incentive and the star director incentive, because in Long Reach the target is star director 5, and that is my target, and that should be your target also. What is your fear actually in coming on board a network marketing organization? Sometimes you say it's compulsory purchase. With Long Reach, no compulsory purchase. You say it's retailing product. With Long Reach, you only sell if you want to. You don't have to sell. All we just want is you start using the product, because we're actually building a network of users, not a network of hawkers. Compulsory sign-ups. Yes, you can actually come in and say, I'm not signing up anybody. Just have your 3 under you, and once your 3 are working, you are good to go. Convincing people. We don't need to convince anybody. Why? Because the products are very healthy, they are very useful, and they have a lot of benefits. And once you tell people the benefits, they always want to come and join you. Flushing of points, nobody flushes your point in Long Reach. Wherever you stop today, if you come back 10 years time, you meet yourself right there, and you continue to go from there. Undue pressure, nobody will put a pressure on you. The only pressure that you will have is the pressure to achieve what your dreams are, and that is on you. How do you get started with Long Reach? Very easy. We have about 6 levels, entry levels. We have the platinum VIP, the place where every one of us should be. It will cost you about 750,000 to be there, but you earn 12% of every activity that is under you, and on a monthly basis you share from 1% of the global sales. Then you have the platinum, the gold, the silver, and the Q silver level. You can start from any of this level. It's not compulsory to start on any particular level, but there is room for gradual upgrade. All depends on how you can work. So it's adequate for anybody. Then we also have the students combo, which the student package, which is not here, but that is for the students. But I'd rather you start with any of these these packages, because you start earning and start moving. If you're interested in the opportunity presented in this video, feel free to contact me with the information on the screen.